This is a so formulas that have to do with strings are as important as their maths. They are not their numerical counterpart. So when you're analyzing data, you also want your data to look neat. And I want to talk about cleaning data, and this is where it comes to play. Sometimes even the numbers will come very dirty. You want to clean them before you convert them to numbers. So the numbers can come as string because they have some formatting that are not neat, or they have some text attached to them. What you don't want to use that number that way because it's not going to give you any calculation, and it's not going to work. So to be able to effectively use the numbers, you need to clean them up. And some of these things we're going to be doing are part of the cleaning procedures, part of the steps you take in Excel when you're cleaning. And these methods also work 100% with SQL, 100% with Power Query, which we'll be using in Power BI. So let's dive in, guys. First, I'll be talking about trim function. So you know how you go to the salon, you trim your hair to make it look neat. We also trim tests, or we also trim values. So the function removes space all before and following the words. That is, and trailing spaces are all removed from the word. And also, it also removes space in between. So let's not talk so much. Let's see what it does. All right, so I'll take this. The function says trim. Of course, we start with equal to. So you can see trim. So removes all space from a text string except for single space between words. All spaces from a text string except from the single space between words. So what does this mean? If you have more than a single space in between two words, it will remove everything in between them and return just one space. So if you check the second word there, student, then space, so much space is in between the student and one, you will notice that that's not a normal space. So at this point, what happens here is that it's going to trim it and just leave only one space, because it expects that when you're doing your normal typing, your space bar should normally give you one space when you type it. So if it gives you more than one space, then that might be an error. And that is the logic upon which this trim function was built. And so we pick it and weigh it's what is it asking for now? You can see it's not asking for number, it's only asking for text, and we give it this text. Remember, all we need to do is to just reference where the text is, and it will take it and then we'll cover it. And when you say enter, boom, it cleans it up. What has it done? Let me expand it so you will see. You will not think it because that space is small. So see, it removed every space behind it. Of course, there will be, so there is no space behind it or after it. To prove it to you, we have it like this. You can see there is no space. But you can't prove it like this. Look at this one. See the space it's giving us here. So you can't have that. But this one, we have it. It has trimmed this space, the space behind it. And of course, anything in front would have trimmed it. Now let's of course drag this down to do the same thing for everything. And of course, it has done the magic for this. It has trimmed the space before it. So let's see here. Can you see that there is space? There is space after this student one. So it has also trimmed this space. And here we are, a clean work. All with this simple function, trim. and you put in the text, it will just trim it for you. So it also happens for any text. Now let us see this. Let's see this. I'm gonna create some space. I will merge it. So I just selected some cells and I clicked on merge. Sure, would have done this earlier. So let's type, I am Kingsley, a business. I'll be creating space. A business intelligence. And when things are like this, you notice that they are not really in order. And you will likely get this type of text. So you want to clean it up. You could just go and clean it up. Equal to trim. And I'll pick up here, because that's where it is. And this. And here we are. Can you see how it's cleaned everything up for me? So easy. Does this make sense, guys?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
All right, so we're done with trim. Let's go to concatenate. So this is something you will be using all the time. Say you have like first name, last name, you want to bring them together, or you want to bring a group of columns together to make one column. You can just do whatever you want to do. You are that powerful. So let's see. So this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is for maths. I want to concatenate maths students, student 1 and students. I want to calculate students and student name and or students with their tests, with their numbers into one cell. I can do it in either of these two ways. Use this concatenate function, or I will use this. So let's try with this. So I will do it for English. I can do it for science, but let me do it for science. Here, I will say equal to. So now that I have done equal to, I will use the ampersand. This is called ampersand. And then after the ampersand, I will put, I want you to understand what is happening. So after the ampersand, I will put quotes. So what is this quotes? I'll give space, then ampersand again. I'll explain what this is about. And that's it. So what is this? Is this quote about? So it's saying, as I have put this equal to, before this ampersand, I will go and take students. I'll go and take students. That's this cell. And then I will say and. So this and is supposed to blend it with the next thing I want to do. But the next thing I want to do is to give space. So you can see that space I gave. Because I don't want the number and the text to be together. So I gave that space. The ampersand again came. Are you done? No. I want to put in another thing. So I put ampersand by the side of that space. And I want to do for science. I'll put the science score. So here, this one equal to, you take this cell, ampersand joins things together. So you join it together and then you use this string, this concatenate. This string is to give it space, is to divide the two words together, keep them apart with just a normal space bar so that they will be readable. And then the next ampersand before you put the next string. because if what we ended up doing is we just wanted this and this, and then we want a space in between them, and then we say enter. So here we are, student one, this. Does this make sense? It's confusing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, and then we compare it with this beauty, equal to concatenate. What is happening here? Join several texts together into one string. All right, so how about concat? Joins a list of range. Right, so let's use this. Several tests. What is the first test? Test one, comma.
Yes.
English is test two. Very good. Yeah. I know you will say, come on, that's easy. You didn't need to explain anything. But this one, you have to start explaining. So I'm sure you want to use the concat instead of this, isn't it?
Is it concat or concatenate that I chose?
Concatenate, sorry. Yeah, we just normally call it concat. But so this thing now, it's so the difference between this and the one called concat is that concat, concatenates a list of range of text strings. So if I pick it, it asks me for test one, test two. But that's also what the other one gave. It gave us a list. But I think this covers more. This covers a more range than the other one, than this one. But most times we'll likely be using this first one. But you can make research on it and know the one to use at the time you need to use it so you don't make mistakes. So of course I can bring this down and we're good. I can bring this down and we're good. So Fatima, I want to do for maths and I want to use this. Tell me what to do. I want to use this one because eventually you're still going to use it.
So write the cell number first, which is L15. No, equal to, sorry.
So
Equal to
then the cell.
cell number.
The cell. Okay, 15.
Then the ampersand.
Ampersand.
Then the inverted comma,
So the
the string
quotes.
signs. Okay.
And
Then space.
space.
Then another ampersand.
Check it properly.
Sorry, the closed quotation mark.
Okay.
Then the ampersand.
Another ampersand.
And then the last cell number,
Which
which
is
is
just one to the data.
5.
Like
Okay.
it and enter. That's it. I just need to. Easy, isn't it?
Yes.
And if you don't practice it, you will not remember. All right, so let's move to the next one. String substitutes. So substitute is a bit dicey, but see what happens. So this function is used to replace a part of a text in a string with something else. So sometimes I use this substitute by this time last year when I did a project. So for a client in the US. So sometimes you want to replace a particular name with another name, maybe that is more correct. Another name that is more accurate, and this are in several places. Though you can use search, find and replace to do that. But let's see how we want to use substitute to do that. So what happens is, and they said this function is also case sensitive in terms of what you want to replace. So what happens is substitute takes the tests, the old tests, the new test, and the instance number. So let's see this. Equal to substitute. Okay, so this is the test. The new test should be like, sorry, let me put something somewhere. Here we do it. The test again. Right, so it's I think I could put them together there. The test new test. What's the instance number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be number 4. I hope that's correct. Oh, right. So we did not get any substitute. What did we do wrong?
The D was substituted for B. The D in student.
It's still the same thing he gave us.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be the something is wrong here.
Sorry.
Something is wrong with these things.
Condition margin.
All right, we'll return to this. Let's move on. We'll return to this so we don't spend all the time. We'll have a short time. Fuse. So upper and the lower is very simple one. You want to change to upper later. It converts all the tests to upper, and that's simple. This is straightforward, and the lowercase, the same thing. The same thing, and it converts everything to lowercase. This one is straightforward. Any question on this?
No.
The next one is also very straightforward. You just want to know the test. Sometimes you can use it for some analysis. Sometimes, say you want to do test analysis of some social media comments in your business. So you want to know perhaps how long these people are willing to stay, engaged on your comment. So you come and count their comment. Come and count the people that take time to actually type and see the person that, and even try to rate their engagement. So you can come in here and check the length of their words. Sorry, because I'm supposed to put equal to.
Right.
Keep forgetting that. So this is 12. So if you have normal social media comments or reviews in your product, you can use it to actually know. This could actually help you. Imagine you're running a sentiment analysis and this person took time to type like 200 or 300 words. Word counts. Took time to voice their frustration. And when you analyze that particular statement, it is negative, you need to reach out to that person. Reach out to that person and see what is really wrong, So that's how to use this. It's very easy. Length. So you want to know the length of each row. And understand that this includes space bar. So if I remove this, and if I close this, it should reduce to 11. Can you see? So take note of that. Space is also inclusive in the length. All right. Are we good with that? We're almost done. So let's say this left, right, and mid function. Let's say, so you want to, let's take what left is. I want to extract. This is very, very necessary. You will also see it in when we're learning Power BI. I want to extract to see what happens. Give it the test and give it the number of character it needs to. So I'll give it test because I want to extract the year. I will say I need 4 characters because year is 4 and then there's it.
Okay.
Remove it down, it gives you just the. Then mid says, give me the test, give me the starting number, give me the number of characters. What happens is you take the test, starting number, which is 5.
5.
Good. Because we don't want the year again, we'll start at 4. And then you tell it the number of character it needs to give you. And the number of character we want is, we count 1, 2, 3. So we have an issue here. For this one, so you know the number of character from character for all of them, it's not the same in the middle. The number of character for all of them is not the same in the middle. So I could go and do them individually. So I will say, okay, this I want 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts from 5. Then I'll say 1, 2, 3. So 7 characters. Give me the kings. But it's not going to work here because in this, it's more than
5.
It's more than that. So I could go here and say, I want to take right, isn't it? Right. Test is this. Number of characters from the right, 2. So it gives me this. So I can come here like this. So here, how about if I do minus? I want to do something. So I want a situation where I will pick this. Okay, so pick this. It. I don't know if it will work, but let's see. I'll pick this rightly. The starting number is 5.
5.
But I don't know the number to count. Are you with me?
Yes.
Count. So what I want to do is I want to
Subtract the right.
I want to actually subtract. Okay, so I take this and number of character, I will just what? I just want to remove that. I want to subtract it. I don't think it will work. Minus.
5.
I don't think it will work anyway, but let's see. This is how
Okay.
um
Sure.
isn't it?
Okay.
You have entered
And then
few argument for this. Yeah, of course. It's expecting something. What can we give to it?
I think we'll do len minus right.
Well,
The full length minus right.
yeah, we can do the full length. Or the full length of what?
Of L7.
Because we want to get everything here. All right, so we could actually come and start with, okay, length. So when you say like what it will return is a particular number. And that particular number, if you give it a length, it will return a particular number.
Okay.
We don't want to waste so much time here, please. We don't want to waste so much time here. So normally this will usually work. It will for it to work with such numbers, it will require some complex code because they are really different. Of course, we can always have it separately. We can always have it separately. Test 5, the starting number. And what is that? Prime sort is 10. And prime sort. Can do it gradually and then to the end. Do we have any question, guys?
The moment.
Yes. Please let me see what you did there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just the same formula. I only said I counted
Okay.
times of 10.
Made L7 5 10. Okay. But
Yeah.
can we get a formula whereby we'll just fix it from that? I know it will take us time. It will take time, so we should not do this night. We'll put a formula there. Then when we run it down, it will just bring
We
the
can do
text
that.
for all
We
for all
can
the columns.
let's say we can think about it in our workshop on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're doing SQL on Thursday at workshop. We could actually add Excel to the workshop too, but it's up to you what you want to do.
Okay.
So that it is. We'll